All right, guys, so at the end of every practice, we do games. Again, you see, I'm gonna show you the 6 games that we do. Not 6 games every day, 6 games. Try to make them fun, while at the same time being like combative wrestling type games. And I'll tell you, my 5-year-old Andy's probably, maybe she'll watch this video someday, and she will not try hard at anything in wrestling. She is super lazy in wrestling class. We put her on a mat battle though, she works her butt off. And so, you know, maybe I can't get her hard doing live wrestling, but when we go to the mat battles, all of a sudden she comes alive and she wants to work really hard. So, you know, you never know what makes a kid click, so it's good to have this stuff going on. So, first game, Will, Jade, come on over here. It's gonna be really awkward because they're so large. This game's for like little kids. So mat battles, so they're too tall for the mat, doesn't make sense. So, we make 3 or 4 kids lay on the mat. And the rule is they have to get the other kid off the mat. They cannot stand up. So when I always laugh so much because our 5-year-old class, like we say, like, hey, the only rule is you can't stand up. You do whatever the hell you want, don't stand up. And then the 5-year-olds stand up and start running around. Okay? So we say, ready, go. They come to their knees. They can battle here. You know, it's fun because again, it's kind of like there's a lot of wrestling. Someone pushed someone off the damn mat. Okay? Oh, he's done. Okay? Right, and so we have them get in a line. We have 2 of these. We have them get in a line over there. Mat battles. Okay, 3 people, next 3 people, next 3 people. And again, try to mix them up, you know, so obviously, you know, one kid's not winning every single time, and one kid's not losing every single, you know, maybe try to put the smaller, weaker kids with the small, weaker kids, and the bigger, stronger kids with the bigger, stronger kids, and just mix them up. This is a fun game. All the kids really love this. This is my 5-year-old Andy's personal favorite game. She works really hard. She calls herself a mat battle champion. So, that's good. Okay, mat battles. Let's slide it out, guys. Okay, this is a homemade game right here. I was just thinking sometimes about, you know, how kids need a little bit. A lot of kids they have terrible grips. So they're here. It's going to get them used to being in their stances, pulling, pushing. So the rules are simple. They have to pull one away. If you get pulled away from them, okay, boom, that's the point. Then they start over. If they trip down, okay, so someone trips somebody, boom, oh, it's not gonna you gotta do footsie. Okay, that makes his butt, that's a point. Obviously, if you like to, say, snap him down forward, that will be a point also. So, ready, set, go. Boom. They're just gonna battle a little bit, guys. Boom, okay, point. So we call those rope battles. You know, again, like kind of teaching kids how to use their grip, teaching them to be in their stance, teaching them to use their feet a little bit, like really kind of wrestling centric, right? But they really like that. And that's also one where, you guys can be done right now. This one and the next one, they're ones where if I said go live, like especially 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is not nearly as bad as 5, 6, 7. I tell the 5, 6, 7s to go live. Someone will definitely be crying within 2 minutes. Like it is like 100% guarantee if I bet money, every single time someone's gonna be crying. Okay, for whatever reason, with the rope battles and the next band ankle bands, the kids see it as more of a game and they don't cry nearly as much. They fight and they fight just as hard, no crying. So, you know, if we're having a stressful day, kids are flipping out, hey, let's do some rope battles, let's do ankle bands. We might even totally skip live because I don't want to hear, listen, I'm gonna lose my mind if people start crying too much. So rope battles, great because it gets them in wrestling position, doing wrestling things, no crying. Okay, ankle bands, you guys show the ankle bands. Okay, ankle bands, they put the bands on their ankles right here. Okay, go and same kind of rules. You're on your knees, no getting off your knees right here, and then you have to get the ankle band off of the other person. Right, it's kind of a good game. It's kind of teaching go behinds, right? You want to be able to get behind your opponent, get their ankle, and then obviously if someone can't get behind you, get your ankle, they're gonna have a tough time taking you down from that position. So you guys can go ahead and play here. Boom, okay, right there, ankle band, that's a point, put it back on, do it again. And so, you know, again, just like the last game where if I tell them to go live, there's almost certainly going to be someone crying, or maybe multiple people. We do ankle bands, we do ropes, no one cries, it's freaking tremendous, I love it. I don't know what the psychological difference is, but there's definitely is one. Okay, throw the ankle bands away. All right, next game, ants. The next 2 are gonna be weird without multiple people. We'll just describe them so you guys can see them, but without a group, it's gonna be weird. Well, actually, the next 3 is gonna be weird to play. So ants, Jade, you get over here. Okay, ants is a really easy game. Again, combative, aggressive. Teach you how to grab, pull, push, slam. This is the safe zone right here. Okay? This is this team side, this is this team side, okay? Will has to grab Jaden. If Will grabs Jaden and pulls him across, go grab him, pull him across the line. He pulls him across the line, pull all the way across. Now he's all up, now he's across. Okay, now Jaden's on this team, right? So you start with 8 people on each side or whatever. You know, they pull one over, then there's more over here, and they got to keep fighting. It's really funny. This is another game where, again, it's actually rougher, right? Because of all these arms and legs flying, almost no one ever cries. It's really great, okay? And then also, I think they think they're playing me sometimes. Like they think they're getting one over on me, and they'll keep like, so if this side gets 12 and that side only has 4, a few kids will jump back over there. But little they know, we're gonna play to the end of practice anyways, so they don't need to like cheat to make the game last longer. Okay, they love cheating to make the game last longer. So that's ants. Spider's probably the #1 game for the older kids we play. So let's act like this is the wall here, Jaden. Come over here. Okay, so we would go wall to wall in here. Depending on how many kids are here, we can cut the game shorter, right? So you know, if there's 12 kids, we might do 3 mat widths there. If there's 20 kids, we might do 5. So we can kind of expand and contract the game, how wide it is played. Jaden has to get to the other side before Will tackles him. There are a couple ways we do it differently than a lot of people. Jaden can't run and he can't jump. Okay? So he simply has to be, go ahead this time, Will try to tackle him, but don't try too hard. He can use his hands, he can stop the head, he can push, boom, like that. So he's got to stay in his wrestling stance. Sometimes we even say like, hey, there's a spider web above your head. So if you come up too high, we'll put you down. And then obviously like we have to have a speed police, right? So go ahead, run one time, boom. Yeah, he starts running like that. Okay, now one of the coaches says, Jaden, you're a spider because you ran and you cheated the game. So they really love that game. Again, you guys notice all of our games are like highly combative, tackling, pushing, pulling, that kind of stuff. That's what we want to get the kids used to that. Last game we're gonna do, and again, it's gonna be weird with 2 people, but let's do it. Okay, tug of war. So you know what? Like if you told kids to like lift weights or something, you'd never get them to lift weights. But when you put them on a rope, they pull hard as shit. Okay, they will pull and pull and pull and pull. So you know we're kind of getting them to do strength conditioning. Again, this is everything pulling. I'm in my wrestling stance, kind of, right? Ready, go, boom, they pull. Time on this one. Usually, we'll do like 5 goes, and so I'll just keep. I try to make it more even every time. So this team were to win, but by a lot, I might flip one of their best kids with one of their worst kids. If this team wins by a little, I might flip just a little bit. So I'm constantly trying to, in my head, make the game more and more competitive so they have to pull for a longer period of time. So that's tug of war. We got a couple of these big ropes in here that work really well for that. So, okay, so that's it. So we have 6 games that I showed you guys. Those are probably, for our ninja class, that's the 6 games we do. So we got mat battles, rope battles, ankle bands, ants, spider, and tug of war. How to forget that one. Okay, all games are highly combative. All games kind of require you to do wrestling type things, put your hands on people, get physical. And that's kind of what, again, at a young age, we want to encourage our kids to do in wrestling.